dangerous plants, ancient religions, and suspicious meetings. This is Gluttony and Earth.
Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick, and this is Gluttony and Earth. Yes, this is the game we are playing here. Unfortunately, it's just me today, no one else. Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Whoa, who's that? Coming down from the audience? It's Kyle with a chair!
What? Chair on! There's no one else here!
Chair! How you doing, Kyle?
I don't know, dude. I could have been playing more on my game if someone...
Someone, you just arrived from the audience with a chair.
Oh, yeah, no.
But wait, no, what's that sound? Apparently someone's up on the high ladder, coming down, dropping down with the people's elbow, and a chair! It's Adam!
So many chairs, how do I have both?
How you doing?
Doing great. Just great.
That's good. Oh yeah, it's just the three of us. Oh wait, except was that walking in through the regular entrance with a gun that shoots
with a gun?
Chairs. It's BakaZombie.
Hey, you thought that you all were having an easy match tonight, but no, you didn't think about your boy, BakaZombie with the gun shooting out chairs so I can sit down on the competition. Everybody's too busy trying to call me out for sleeping, but they weren't ready for the intro.
I thought about this intro earlier today. But in the time before we started, I completely forgot what I had planned for this. And it literally just as I was going, I remembered, like, a second before I started spitting that out. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's unhinged. I gotta say, this is episode 3 that we're in right now. This is it. This is the episode 3. I forgot to start a timer. Who knows how long this could have been going on?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You can tell with the window in my background.
Oh, right. Yeah. we always when our video call, we always know when it's gotten to be about time when Kyle's room just
pitch
gets
black.
submerged in darkness. Yeah. So, yeah. Episode 3 is now. I've been reading the reviews. I've been reading the feedback on the episodes that have aired, and I gotta say, they've been asking for more. They're like, hey, remember when Nick used to be pretty unhinged? He'd say just shit. Let's get more of that back. He was calm, way too calm. So here I am saying the unhinged. Gosh.
Oh lordy.
Oh gosh, what a game!
Oh,
what a time!
my.
What a place! Yeah. So
What a place.
I got a question I was thinking about, and it's kind of I was thinking back at last episode where we ended, which I'll give a re-talk back about a recap. So it made me think about a thing. Have all of you guys gardened a lot?
Yeah.
When I was a child, I was forced to.
Oh.
Hands and knees in the mud, pulling weeds.
Forced mud weaving.
Weaving. I was weaving mud. I was in that mud,
Get
weaving
them mud webs.
together, creating beautiful tapestries.
That's your version of gardening, was just being forced to weed?
No, we did a lot of stuff, but that was one of the chores we had to do was weed the
That's
garden.
the one that sticks out.
Yeah, but I did a lot of when I was in high school, I did a lot of like flowers and stuff,
Oh,
and I actually had time and space.
that's exciting.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at me.
Green thumb. How green are your thumbs, Adam? You said you
Well, currently I've kept one plant alive through COVID, so I was proud of that. But before that, similar to Baka, I mean, my family growing up had enough land where we had a little vegetable garden that we had to plant and weed and then get all those good veggies from. So yeah, that was the majority of my childhood up to high school as well.
All the good veggies.
a lot of familial gardening.
So you get living in the boonies.
You still have your
what
murder
about you,
plant?
Kyle?
My mom does have a garden in the backyard.
Okay,
I just help out water it. I don't know anything about gardening.
that's fair. You don't have to know anything about gardening to do it.
Oh,
But you know
gosh.
who does know? My boy Thellum.
Oh yeah, Thellum is a master gardener. I'm sure Ollie the turnip is going to grow real fast. Yeah, I first I don't want to let this slide. Sharp had some weird green shit on his thumb. Or Baka did.
Won't come off.
Yeah, so okay.
I just wanted to get the
Gross.
access off. It's a marker. So.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's kind of gross. You should get that checked out. I did not. I mean, I've done some weeding as a kid. I grew up on a farm, but I did not do any farm activities because I did not care to. However, in college, at my job cleaning the dorms, I instead got myself selected to do gardening instead. So a lot of like planting vegetables and flowers and taking care of like a lot of the flowers around the dorms and stuff like that. I don't remember at all how to actually take care of plants, but I enjoy it.
Not actually gardening, but still plant related. Ev and I used to have up from senior year of high school up to like 3 years ago for me, I think. I had a murder plant and he had one. I don't know if he still has it.
Oh, I do. My parents finally repotted the murder plant, so they're doing great. They're flourishing.
Oh.
So it's what are they called normally? Like, are they snake plants or what they called normally?
Yeah, I think those ones. I had different versions, but it was the same.
It's like a one long leaf that comes up from the ground and ends in a point, and they're all green. And I don't know, you probably saw it in my dorm room because I had it there. But in our AP biology class, we were doing cuttings of plants, and one of them was this tall plant. And our teacher told us about how she got this plant. Is that when she was in college, she had a lab partner in there doing experiments and stuff with these plants, and her partner said, "Can you take care of my plants this weekend? I'm gonna be busy." She's like, "Okay." Turns out being busy was going and murdering her ex-boyfriend and new girlfriend.
Oh my god!
Yes. Yes. So us and a couple of our classmates. So she kept the plants from this murderer lab mate. So now we have cuttings of plants who were grown by a murderer.
Okay, I honestly was like, I thought murder plant was just like an actual name for this thing.
No.
And I was gonna make a joke about murder, but holy shit, I was not prepared for that to actually be why you called it that.
To add, I'll have to look it up. To add on to that, famous murder podcast, My Favorite Murder, covered that murder. Yes.
Oh wow. See, you're almost famous because you got a plant that was tangibly involved with a murder on
2 degrees away from
Manslaughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
and fame.
Thellum.
Oh gosh, that's mind-boggling. I was not prepared for it to actually be a murder plan.
Yeah.
I definitely forgot what Baka was talking about, like murder plan. What the fuck
Yes,
is murder
like
plan?
the only one I kept alive from high school was that one.
You have to.
Theoretically. Well, my mom killed the rest of them because she's not great at it. So.
Oh gosh, that's fucking wild. Where am I at with this? Okay, I guess we should do a recap. So last episode, episode 3, you guys damaged some property and melted a sewer manhole. Great. And hopped in, looked around. You found the sewers had like a collapsed area and like water building up. So nothing in this sewer hole. You guys leave. Get back up, you're accosted by a guard, another member of the Zealous Chain, who's also here as an assignment, but as a guard. A little bit of confusion back and forth. You guys get it all cleared up. Darius offers his boss to fix the manhole that you destroyed. And then you guys went into the other manhole, the one that the rat named a rat showed Endien. You guys get down there for a bit. You're looking around. You find the other end of the crushed sewer area, blocking your path, which could have gone eventually up to the first blocked area. And then, however, you guys are looking in one of like the vents, and you notice like a blue glowing light. And Darius sends his little clockwork boy into the grate, where it is then attacked by a yellow ochre. That's not what's an ochre an ochre ooze. Ochre jelly? What the fuck are they called? Oh, I got it right here. Ochre jelly, yeah. I always want to call them yellow ochres, but it's the same word. It's the same thing. It's a little redundant. Yeah, so an ochre jelly starts latching on to him, trying to dissolve him. You guys, get him back. Combat ensues. You fight the jellies. You kick their asses. Thellum just power punches every single one of them. So does Darius. Also power punches all of them. You guys win the day. You guys go to investigate this blue glow. You find a tunnel, basically, that looks like you could have gotten to it if it wasn't for the collapsed wall. However, there's like a bunch of like this lichen type plant with like blue flowers on it. All three of you decide, hey, what is this glowing blue flower on this lichen covering the walls of this tunnel? And as you do, this stuff erupts onto you guys. And that's where we left off. And this is where I get con saves from all three of you.
Oh my gravy. All right, boys. Which one's rolling hot tonight?
None. Not a single dice tonight will roll above a 10.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, you should be fine. Nothing to worry about. Did you guys do? I didn't have you guys do knowledge checks, right? No.
You did because we talked about how it wasn't the Atlantis flower.
Oh, right, yes. Okay.
I got a 9.
You got a 9.
Yes.
Oh boy.
A laughable save. And you got a 10.
Endien got a 10. Ooh-wee. What is Thellum? Thellum?
I don't want to say.
Are you just getting a deep,
Endien
like,
get the best
hearty huff of this spore?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Oh my god! I thought at least one of you guys was gonna pass this. It's not bad. I'll let you know. It's not bad.
We all die.
You all take 3 cold damage.
Ow.
Cold damage.
Wait.
Thellum's down.
No,
are you actually?
Wait, cold damage?
Cold. Yep.
I'm resisted.
Oh. Let me check your character sheet.
I know.
You didn't look at the items I have.
Oh, it isn't an item.
It's an item.
Because I know
That sounds
Urgenocity naturally
familiar,
resists
actually.
some damage
Yeah.
too.
No, that sounds familiar.
I think Urgenocity resists cold though, not earth.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. You are resistant. So that means you'll only take one Thellum. However, all of you also get a level of exhaustion.
God. What?
So, like I said, it looked kind of like a flower bulb, maybe like a closed tulip or a closed rose or something like that. But on closer inspection, you realize it's more like it's more of a I don't want to say hard, but like a solid, almost like a mushroom cap. Except then it ejects these spores as you breathe these in. What sucks about the spores is like as it like latches into your lungs and into your throat and into your nostrils, it like freezes. And like this level of exhaustion is kind of representing just like this unending cold. It's like the opposite of a really hot pepper, where like it just continues with a burn, but this like continues with like this freezing sensation, like almost like a
Swallowing a cough drop.
do you get a lot of freezing sensation from that?
Like those cold ones? The blue ones?
I don't.
How cold are we
I don't know.
saying?
Very cold, enough to take 3 damage.
Very cold.
We don't need help having disadvantage on skill checks.
Yeah. So, like I said, not a lot of damage, but you got some exhaustion as you're inspecting these things. But yeah. So you guys, you're not really sure. You probably. I mean, I think I said you guys haven't seen this before, because you were looking for if it was the Atlantis flower, which it's not. And maybe it's. I mean, there's probably a good reason, honestly, why you guys don't know about this. But we'll probably find that out someday later. But the tunnel that you find yourself in, that's got these like bits of like large patches of lichen and flowers on it. You notice it's there's a mix of, to your left, it's like just dirt, like earth, solid earth. And below you, there's like a mix of like earth and like kind of like dips where you see like almost like cobblestone. And to the right of this tunnel, like where you were coming in, and you see it there, like the other wall of it, it's like a lot of earth, but sometimes it like you notice patches of it is like the side of a building. So I think I don't think you have to worry too much about knowledge rolls. I think especially with Darius here and you knowing where you are, you can tell you're probably like located in and around some of the buried city.
Before we get too far away from these nasty cold flowers.
Yeah. Don't worry, you will not get too far away from them.
Can I, because I have an all-purpose tool, which allows me just to make artisan tools whenever I would like. Can I?
Army Knight.
Yes. Can I use the alchemist little version of it to try and harvest some of these cold spores that did us so much damage for later purposes?
Can I get away from it before he does this?
Yes. Yes to both of you. But you notice it hasn't. You're not really like, it's not activating again. It probably like released a cache of spores. But you do notice down. So I guess when you got into the tunnel, like if you're facing from the wall, one side end of it goes towards where you think like is like kind of like a little caved in entrance to the sewer, and then on the other hand it goes and then it kind of dips down further into the earth. Okay. But you do notice these patches of this stuff is all over as you start heading down. How are you proceeding?
Carefully.
And Thellum, you have some mouth plants that is light on it, right? From Darius?
Oh,
like,
yes.
leaf?
Yeah.
I had no idea where that sentence was going.
Your mouth plants.
My mouth plant. Yeah, I do.
You know, your mouth plants.
Yeah. The standard thing that everyone.
How far is that's a 20-foot radius?
No, it's
30?
very little.
10?
I think it's 5 and 5. Let me double check.
Okay.
Because it's just
How much
my
damage
tinkering.
do I take?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5 bright, 5 dim.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so how are you guys proceeding down this tunnel? I'll say, like, if you want to avoid, like, getting up close, I'll say you guys, it didn't go off until you guys started examining them. So I think it'd be a little bit easy. Maybe just if you guys are heading further down in, maybe give me, like, a group athletics or acrobatic check. To see, like, for, like, the stuff on the ground to, like, avoid that.
And it's a disadvantage. So we're all exhausted.
Well. Ooh, that's not great. I got an 8.
Oh, wow. That's fair. You are exhausted.
Endien got an 11.
Thellum got a 9.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, we're dead.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Give me con saves again.
Okay.
I'm coughing over here.
There we go.
As you guys hit, like, the patch of this stuff and it
Oh.
bumps into you.
Ooh.
23 for Darius.
Okay. 23 for Darius.
Thellum is an 11.
An 11.
3.
That plus
3.
1 got me through.
Okay. Endien and Thellum, you're not going to gain another bit of exhaustion.
Oh,
You
thank
already
goodness.
gained
That's the one
exhaustion
I'm
from
worried
this.
about.
Yeah, so that's not... Yeah, you already got your exhaustion from it. That's still, like, tailoring it onto you. You're not going to get any extra, but you do take 7 cold damage.
Ow.
Oh, sorry. So Endien takes 7 cold damage, and Darius and Thellum each take 3 cold damage, because Darius passed and Thellum's resisted.
Just because we hit another patch of this, I'm going to activate my defensive field again, which gives me 4 temporary hit points. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter for that one, but
Yeah.
just for future reference.
So you guys, you're walking. I only wanted to make you do the one that kind of represents all of the different patches you guys went through. And as you're going, like I said, you are, like, you're dipping down further and further. And it's kind of to a point where you might be wondering, like, you saw bits of street and building up where you were,
Mm-hmm.
and it's curious, and you, to the point where perhaps there might be 2 different thoughts here, I guess. Either more different parts of the city, like, collapsed into the ground further, or there might be more than just one layer of old city underneath here. Oh gosh. Okay. And as you guys are going, I'll say it takes about a half an hour of walking, and eventually you get to, like, another, like, kind of like base area where you are seeing, like, older cobblestone, and you're seeing, like, it's mostly dirt on the sides except for this area where there's cobblestone. And then can I get perception checks from everyone?
All right, Endien. I know you have disadvantage, but your perception's pretty good. Let's do this. Fuck.
I got a 5.
Mm.
I didn't have disadvantage. I would have a nat 20. I have a 14.
14.
Not bad.
A 19, but at disadvantage of 7.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry, what was Darius's?
5.
5. Okay. You guys are getting to a spot, and so like this blue glow is enough to it's like faint, and it's kind of like low light to a degree, and you're seeing out. It doesn't spread very far, but it's enough to like illuminate your path, so you're not like worried about darkness. But then you start noticing up ahead, eventually the light kind of like fades off, and it fades into darkness. Thellum, however, you notice beyond the darkness another faint glow. And you also hear very faintly like other noise. I'm trying to think how to very like you hear like almost like something's echoey, but it's so hard to tell what it is. But maybe like clacks of someone on stone, like a foot on stone or something like that. But it's echoey, but it's faint enough that it only you were able to pick up on this.
I hated how the music changed up on that. Who's Endien's ahead, right? Because yeah. Then
oh wait, what is your battle order? Sorry, let me know.
Endien just ahead to be out of the light, so she's invisible to people with dark vision. Then I think it was Thellum. Then Darius. Then.
Since Endien's ahead, Darius, do you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
Endien's just lightly coughing, and like that cold mist is coming out of her mouth.
I think there's something over there.
Like what does it sound like?
Villains?
That's not descriptive enough, boy. What do you mean villains?
I don't know. Something menacing's over there.
Are they like cackling? Are they doing like a villain laugh?
Stealthily going over there.
You start stealthily, like you're superseding Endien, trying to get past her?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. I was going to say with disadvantage because you have a glowing leaf in your mouth, but you're already getting disadvantage from your exhaustion.
Thellum, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. Oh no. Oh, you little.
you little.
If I didn't have disadvantage, that would have been another nat 20. I got a 5.
A 5. Okay.
As Thellum is lumbering ahead, I'll come up behind Endien and say, I don't know, he was muttering something about villains being up ahead.
Sounds about right. Not that I agree, but that he would say that.
yeah, it kind of tracks with his personality.
Thellum, as you're approaching, you notice it stop.
Oh. It stops. I'm gonna assume whatever it is, already knows I'm here, so I'm gonna try catch up to it.
Okay.
Just see Thellum start sprinting.
I am going to take you to a map.
Ooh.
Terminator running down this dark hallway.
Thellum, as you're running and you have this light that kind of shows off for you some area, you notice that you're reaching the end of the tunnel, and it's opening up.
Oh.
And you're seeing the dirt start being replaced with cobblestone.
Any sign of villains?
You do not see anybody.
Dang.
Would we be able to see further than this? Not sorry to interrupt, but
No.
What?
would we be able to see further than we can because of dark vision?
Yes. What is your dark vision?
60, I think. Hold on, let me double check it.
Mine is 60.
Racial traits, dark vision, 60. Yeah.
Where's 60?
Way the hell up there, yeah.
Yeah, right. This square is 60 from Darius, at least.
There we go.
Yes. So as you guys are approaching, you can see kind of ahead. You notice, so on the floor of this your space, you see almost like decorative stonework representing bands of silver and gold, and resembling suns, kind of like all as it stretches out to, like several like of these like sun motifs across the floor of this area. You also see some rubble, peeking into this space, and more of this glowing plant ahead. And again, Thellum, Thellum, you don't see anybody when you're there. Yeah.
Is a blue plant directly in front of me?
There is blue plant to your left, there's blue plant to your right, and there's blue plant about 40 feet ahead of you.
I'll stay put until the others get to me.
Okay.
Creep up on him.
I think they ran away.
What did you hear?
I heard something. I'm sure of it.
Like, what did it sound like? Did it sound like somebody doing something, or
something moving around?
Well, whatever it is knows we're here now if it left.
Well, let's go catch up.
Well, we don't necessarily have to chase it down. We just have to be aware of where it is, or that it's here. We don't know what or why it's down here. Could just be something living down here. We just have to be wary so we don't get ambushed or anything.
I mean, Thellum can tell it wasn't an animal, right?
It sounded more like a hard footstep.
Okay.
I mean, it like the rhythm of it and like the sound it made on the stone, as faint as it was, it sounded more like it could have been a footprint than an animal. Like, you don't think a dog would have been that loud.
I'm for sure I heard footsteps. Can I tell where it went?
No.
Well, like I said, best we can do right now is just to make sure that we're paying attention so that it doesn't get behind us. But just because something's down here doesn't make it a villain.
Tell me what lives in the sewer that isn't a villain. Tell me.
People that don't have anywhere else to go. Mutated turtles.
No. Stop.
Crazy talk.
Stop.
I hear martial artists. I
You'd be
hear martial
surprised.
artists live in the sewers.
Yeah. All right.
What do you guys want to do now?
I mean, we keep going. We just watch for and don't touch any of this stuff. Oh, and I can't move you because I'm on the wrong thing.
So I don't know if we have control over our token.
Oh, you know what? I see why. Let me just adjust that for you. Because I set these up before I gave you control of the tokens before.
Makes sense.
So Kyle should be able to control his token. Baka should be able to control his token. And Adam should be able to control his token.
Creeping and peering.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I get to the end of this hallway.
Can you see the aura of light around Thellum?
Yeah.
You have to click show in the options for us to see it, but Kyle should be able to see it.
I can see it.
How about now?
Nope.
No,
but that's okay.
Okay.
It doesn't go
because you
very
wanted to
far.
be outside of the
Oh yeah.
the light. That's the only reason I clicked show. I just don't know why I wouldn't.
Yeah. I'd have it like at this corner. I'd have him be far enough away that I would be able to be invisible and peer around the corners.
So you'd be up right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you would have him back here.
Yeah, I'd have him back up so I don't have to
So I'll have him
be out in the open
so yeah,
before
you
I
wanna
peer
be-
around the corners.
Yeah, so you're going to want 10 feet of distance.
Yeah.
Actually, you're invisible in dim light too. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, no, it's only when they rely on dark vision to
Okay.
make it dim light for them, because dark vision allows dim light
Yeah.
in darkness.
Okay. So things you'll notice, and I'll reveal on the thing as I'm showing you this. You'll notice as you're entering this place, you're definitely in a building of some sort. Again, there's these sun, basically mosaics on the floor. You notice like some almost like alcoves to the left and right, where you see some statues, but they seem to be kind of eroded, so it's hard to tell like who or what they might have been. You see some more of the blue flower to your left. You notice what would have been stained glass windows, but the thing that's actually, give me an insight.
Insight. Hell. 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. So you see, like some like they're a little bit broken up from like earth, kind of like breaking in somewhat. But you do see these stained glass windows to the left and the right. You notice there's a pillar, and I'll reveal this too because I know you should be able to see it. Based on your sight lines. You notice like there's 2 pillars, like on the I'm just gonna call it the east side. You have 2 pillars like that on the east side. They're intact, but where there would be pillars on the left side, all of those have crumbled. So you don't know exactly how sound the structure is, but it seems to have been held up pretty, like still functional. But you do notice from like where some of the windows are, there is definitely areas where earth and dirt have spilled in. But it seems like that. It seems stable. It seems like it's stabilized to what it is now. But you're not entirely sure.
She'll turn back to speak to the other 2s. There's some mosaics and pillars up ahead. Remember, we're down here looking for a temple and somebody waiting for us at that temple, so I don't know if this is it. There's... Again, it looks kind of temple-y. Maybe one of you 2 could... Well, maybe Darius could look into it and see if it is. I don't see anybody, but it does seem to be holding for now down here.
All right. Yeah, I can take a look around. I'll move up to where Endien is, and conveniently, because of my background, I have the feature historical knowledge. When you enter a ruin or dungeon, you can correctly ascertain its original purpose and determine its builders. In addition, you can determine the monetary value of art objects more than a century old.
Awesome. That's great. So here's where you're going to get some info dump then.
Yes.
First thing you note, the windows, the stained glass windows, they're not stained. They are... And it's not like they're just see-through. They seem to be like if it was stained glass, but it was all white. And so based off that, and based off these sun and ring patterns, you also notice that the pillars also, like, they have like gray stone, silver rings, and gold rings, like paint, as they go up. And just like the idea that you guys are going to a temple, the old stonework here as well, you are definitely sure that this temple was not from the last city, like Old Veneer. It must be from an old town. So you can correctly discern that this definitely must have been built. Like, New Veneer is not the second city to be built in this spot. There's been several other cities built here. So it is city upon city. But the motifs on what you can tell from some of the shattered glass and the color scheme, you think this must have been a temple, like a religious temple dedicated to a dragon of some sort.
Ooh.
And based on the coloring, you think it might be like a silver dragon of some sort, but you're not entirely sure enough about that, like who that was. But based off the motifs on the glass and the floor, you think this was like a silver dragon that was being worshipped.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, this is real old down here. Like, I don't even know how far back we're going here. But these, I mean, we're real
over 400 years, probably.
That's a long time ago. Yeah, near couple hundred years, almost 500. And they worship in some sort of dragon, maybe a silver one, based off the colors. And you see when they got things put together like this, it's generally more dragon-esque than like if it was just a normal human deity. Then they have like a different pattern in these little sunbursts. Yeah, it's a temple, and we were told to meet people in a temple, so.
Well, if you two...
And you hear out echoing from the darkness. You were told to meet people, were you?
Yes, are you looking to meet people?
Kyle is laughing hysterically without it making noise on the audio, but I'm assuming he thinks Endien's trying to pick people up. What's your name? Who are you?
Endien Velwisday. I was sent by Leorg to meet somebody for a pickup here.
Darius, Crucible Born. Here to assist Ms. Endien here.
Thellum would walk up. Who are you?
Do you guys get a little bit closer?
Where's the voice coming from?
It's from the back of this area, like in the darkness, like I said.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You just go up.
Oh no.
You dash. You don't have dark vision, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'd probably move up like here.
Yeah,
Another
I wouldn't full bore it up there. It'd be like over here.
Okay.
Don't just say something. No, damn it.
He's on a mission.
Yeah, so you see this man. Thellum doesn't see this man. But the rest of you do see him. He's sitting there in robes, like dark robes, and he seems stunned to see you.
Were you not expecting anybody?
Not particularly, no.
Then
What
who are you?
brings you down here? You said meeting someone for someone?
I'd like to know your name before I divulge anything further, and why you're down here.
You can call me Thomas Donroot.
I'm the fisherman.
Can I
I am not a fisherman, no.
insight?
Inside, what do you insight? What are you trying to get from
Just to see
insight?
he's like lying about who he is, like his name.
Okay, yeah.
I
okay.
already suspect he's a villain.
Okay, yeah.
You don't even see this dude.
You don't even see him. You
I just
his
hear a voice and I'm angry.
echoing from the darkness.
Oh, Thellum? Thellum, that's a 10.
10. You're unsure. You think he's a villain, so you it could go either way. He could be monologuing or he could be lying.
Not the monologue.
I'm just a interested soul in the ancient religions.
How'd you get down here?
I assume the same as you. There's
Aren't
only
you-
one exit here.
Well, we clearly aren't here for the same reasons, so
Yes.
we can just move on.
What was the religion that was worshipped here then? If you are a purveyor of ancient religions.
There was a silver dragon that was worshipped here.
Odd that's just what I said out loud not 2 minutes ago.
Yes. But unfortunately, there's a lot lost here. But I'm sure we both picked up a lot of the same information based off the area we're in.
How did you find this area?
I was clued in on it by a benefactor of mine. They knew I'd want to come here, and they let me know of it.
You said you were here on religious purposes?
Yes?
Are you trying to find out something? Or are you just praying to an old god?
I like to learn things. Like...
Is this pause in-game or out of game?
it's in-game and out of game. It's both. I like to learn all sorts of things about just different ancient parts of the world.
This
There's a lot of
benefactor-
history in this town.
This benefactor sent you just for knowledge purposes or for other reasons?
He wanted me to investigate here and see if there was any relics I could find.
So it's more than just academic curiosity that brings you to this place.
Are relics not a worthy academic acquisition?
True, but if you said you were just interested in ancient religions, and now you're talking about relics that brought you to this place instead of just an old temple.
A lot of old temples happen to have relics that they
So-
stash away.
We
And you said this Leoric sent
Yes.
you here?
I was about to ask. We told you our benefactor. Who happens to be yours? Do you know the name, or is it lost to you?
Can I get insight checks? No, perception checks, sorry.
Yeah.
From everyone but Thellum.
Damn it!
Thellum,
Damn it!
Thellum, you can go ahead and give me perception too.
Oh,
This
okay.
disadvantage is killing me. Would have
Ugh.
been a 17, got a 7.
I got
I'm not gonna roll.
6.
Okay. 6. Okay. Yes, I know who my benefactor is, but I like to keep that information private. I don't quite know you all, and for all I know, you are here to loot and ransack, and possibly have been sent to tail me.
Well, that's fair enough to think.
This one in particular looks very villainous in origin. And he's looking directly at Thellum.
Don't mind him. He's
Are you talking about me?
strong-headed.
Oh, you approach him, yeah. So you see this man in this. Thellum, I will say you do notice as you finally approach him, his robes don't reach the ground, and thus you notice aren't like caked in sewer or torn in any way.
While Thellum's approaching him, I'm going to get up behind Darius to whisper to him. But I'm waiting for like Thellum to actually be engaged with this guy, like talking to him, not beating him up, but like talking to him to whisper to Darius to try and get it past this guy's perception.
So you said he's completely clean. His robes, basically.
Yeah, they wouldn't be like they don't look like they've just been dipped in like walking through the sewage, like you would have expected.
Can you tell me again how you got in here?
The same way as you, I suppose. I walked
Sorry.
through the tunnels, entered from the sewers, and came down here. So he is about 5 feet higher than you right now. He's not like off the high ground.
Yeah.
While Thellum's talking to him, I'm going to whisper to Darius, just... Leoric always has some weird twist to his missions. I don't know that this guy knows he's going to be delivering something to us. So, I would hope Leoric wouldn't send us on a mission to kill somebody and take stuff from them, but just be wary.
Darius just sighs. Also, like, both just in exasperation and then also trying to be subtle about it, so he's not going to say anything back to keep it quiet.
If you came from the sewers, why are your robes clean?
Because they don't reach the water. I don't let my clothing get that disgusting.
I want to climb up. I want to climb up. I want to climb up to the same level.
Well,
as
there
him.
are steps
Climb up him.
to your right.
Yeah,
but-
to my right.
Yeah. So another thing I want to point out now that you guys have all, as you guys are like walking forward and approaching this more. So in the back of this area is a raised platform, like as you go, kind of like a more stage area. In the middle of it, there's like stairs to the right, and there would have been stairs to the left, but it looks like rubble has like blocked that path. But in the middle of this raised area towards the back of this temple, there is what looks like a like 8 to 10 feet long, almost like altar or like sarcophagus or some kind of like thing like that. That is silver plated. And on the back of the wall, there's a lot more of this blue flower, and you do notice a tattered large painting that's kind of like old and decrepit that you think you can depict like a dragon on the back on it. Above, I didn't realize I didn't realize you guys were trying to move.
I was just moving away from the light of the plants.
Okay. So you Endien backs away from the light of the plants in the middle. Looks like Darius moves a little bit closer. And I'll get to you in a second, Darius. No. Darius, can you give me a perception? I'll take care of both of these at once.
Yeah. It's one of my top skills.
Yeah.
Again.
What I was also going to ask, what is this person's heritage?
This person is a human.
Okay.
Right? Am I right? Did I get that right? I got notes. Yes. Thomas Donroot is a human. He does have a darker complexion, dark slick back hair.
Did he seem to perceive us as we move through the dark, or like with visual perception, I should say, rather than auditory?
No.
Okay.
Well, you guys were near the blue
Yeah.
light in the center, so he did notice you at some point.
Okay.
But you don't know that he necessarily registered you.
Okay.
Specifically, he just could tell from the echoes of like, yeah. So would you get as your perception, Darius?
I got a natural 1, which with my -2 turns that into a -1. So.
Okay. Well then, I guess so. There's a few things here. First thing you notice is about 20 feet. So the ceilings are pretty high. There are some vaulted ceilings, probably about 30 feet tall, without a second floor, and about 25 feet up, you notice a gargoyle, like 25 feet up from the painting. You notice a gargoyle, and they look more draconic in nature, but more like still like a beastly gargoyle figure, but with like a draconic face. And it looks like it's got like silver wings on it and stuff. And because you're so focused on this thing, you don't notice until it's too late.
Oh,
Figures.
But an elven woman, next to this rubble,
that's me.
has a bow drawn and is like directly pointed it at you. And that is where we're gonna leave off for this episode.
Oh, it's already an
Gluttony
episode. Oh my
and
gosh.
Earth. It's already over. I know.
Oh my god. They're coming
Let me
out
beat
with the
'em up.
chairs.
They're coming. Oh no! They're picking up the chairs. They're folding them. They're carrying them 2 at a time.
They're putting them on a wheelie rack.
Oh, it was all just the janitor cleanup crew. Thank you all for listening to that. Yeah, you can find us all on various social media. I might cut this part out and just add in a chunk at the beginning let people how to follow us. But if not, if I don't do that and I don't edit this out, you can find me online at Bumblescum on most things. That's Bumblescum with a K. You can find Adam at Little Growth on the Tweeter. You can find BakaZombie on the Tweeter at ZombieBaka, or BakaZombie on the TikToks.
Oh my
and
gosh, I
Kyle
have
is
one of
just a
those.
good boy.
You can find me in the sewers looking for villains.
Where do you think you got
Bye.
the character idea?
It's me.
Okay.